Well, we are very excited to have left the studio this morning. We are actually out at Miller-Motte College over now in the Brainerd area. This is Laura White, who is the Director of Education. This is Britt Todd, and he has kindly stepped away from the job for a minute because he's talking about the HVAC program that they offer now at the college, and we're kind of in your workspace this morning, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I'd like to welcome you guys to the campus. Hope you found everybody was enjoyable.
Well, let me tell you what I noticed when we first walked through the doors this morning is this is a very busy place, Laura.
Oh my goodness.
So we are choosing this morning to focus on the HVAC program, but as you will tell us, there are so many different programs that y'all offer here at Miller-Motte, all with the idea to kind of expedite the process to get people into the workforce.
Yes, and it's so exciting. Today is actually our orientation day for our core program. So we have new students starting in our medical billing and coding, medical clinical assisting, the dental assisting, the HVAC program, and our electrical program, as well as CDL program starting today. So orientation is just ramping up. We're getting excited for it. It is also the end of the module, so we're celebrating our students who are finishing up their classes and getting ready to either graduate or begin their next courses.
It's a happy place here. But we're talking about this HVAC program. You're over it as well as the electrical program.
Yes, ma'am.
HVAC is new for y'all. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. We just started the program up in January, and we are entering the second module with our second students. The program, of course, is a 40-week program. It's broken down into 4 10-week sections, and pretty much we start a new class every 5 weeks. So the students are wanting to enroll. That happens every 5th week.
You could not do this alone. I mean, this is, I almost said community college. It's not, but it is for the community. So we're watching, Britt, Chattanooga grow, the whole Tennessee Valley area attracting new industry coming in, and those industries are looking for a qualified workforce. So this partnership is very intentional that you have. You've gotten some community support even with the units that your students are working on, right? These HVAC units are donated?
Yes, ma'am. A majority of the stuff that we had put in with our parent company, Ancora, but we have relied on our partners, and we have reached out to the local businesses and stuff to partner with us. We have what is called a program advisory committee. That's where we bring our outside vendors in and get their thoughts on the curriculum that we're giving out, the way we're teaching these students, to find out and to make sure that it is what those guys are needing when our students do graduate and go into the workforce.
I love the fact that you yourself have about 15 years in the industry. So when your students are coming in and they're learning from you, they're really getting real field knowledge when they're talking to you.
Absolutely. All of our instructors they come from the field. There's a certain criteria that has to be met, but the biggest thing is working in the field so we can transfer the knowledge on to these guys.
It's a great time for us to be talking. Here it is, the month of June. Kids have just recently graduated. My mind tends to go to the high schoolers who just graduated, who might not be sure yet what career path they want to take. I don't think, though, you're relegated to young people in these programs. Don't you see career shifters sometimes?
We really do. We have anywhere from 18 years old. I think our oldest student was in their 60s. And, sometimes it is a career change. Sometimes it's a hobby. And we're here for either one of those.
Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that from a hobby perspective.
Yes.
So I was trying to do the math in my head when you said 40 weeks. I think that means about 10 months or so. So you're in and out within a year.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have some degree of field experience, if maybe you've done some work for an HVAC company in town, does any of that transfer over, or do you want your students to begin totally fresh?
We bring our students in, ma'am, just like they've never touched a piece of equipment in their life with that mentality. We pretty much walk them through using hand tools, using power tools, and then we graduate them into actually getting into the HVAC work, working on the units, troubleshooting. So all these things is
Planned?
planned, absolutely.
So how many students do you have in a class at a time?
Usually we have about 10 to 13 is what it ranges. It can be as small as, usually our smallest ranges about 6, but it can go as high as 13.
Are they working in groups or do they work on an individual basis? Kind of a combo?
A little bit of both.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. And a lot of times it will depend on what the curriculum is for that specific class as well. Some of the items are just helping the students learn how to work with each other, but others are, okay, can you show us that you know how to do this certain task. Can you prove to us that you can do this before you can graduate from this class?
So, okay, I was going to ask you that with a little bit of time that we do have left, because you don't know what you don't know, which is something that Britt said to me earlier. If you think you want to do this line of work, HVAC, maybe you come in though and there are some things that you're just not really grasping. Is Miller-Motte still there to say, okay, but you're really good at this, let's focus our attention over here?
So we actually have open lab and tutoring on a regular basis. So the students who are struggling have that opportunity to come in and receive additional tutoring, additional open lab time, so that they're not just hanging out there in the wind by themselves. We're a real community here, and we want to make sure that the students understand that as well. So we're not just letting you go by yourself.
Right.
We've got you.
And when they finish the program, are they certified to be able to do residential or commercial, or they can do both?
Man, we train them in residential and commercial. We give them a diploma in that, and once they get through the set criteria, then it would be up to our outside vendors that we have been working with, what they need. So if it is a residential company, okay, they'll take a look at that individual's qualifications, everything, and that's a decision that they would make. But like I say, using our PAC meetings, we try to make sure that we're giving them a product that they're asking us for.
Well, it is a career path that is never going to go anywhere, that's for sure, especially around here in our summer heat that we're all about to experience. So they have new classes beginning every 5 weeks. Go ahead and find out more at the website that you see there on the screen, and know that when you come here, you're in great hands at a very happy and enthusiastic place. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.